It was the middle of summer when I returned from Dubai to my ancestral village in Jammu and Kashmir, India. Little did I know that my visit would bring me face to face with something no one ever dared to talk about: the eerie whispers of the past.
I am from a small village called Dangrade in the beautiful region of Jammu and Kashmir, India. The village, with its peaceful surroundings, seems like any other small town, but there's one peculiar thing about it: what happens at night. As the sun sets, the night air is filled with strange sounds, screams, howling wolves, and unsettling whispers. But nothing could have prepared me for the events that would unfold one summer night in the late 2000s when I returned home from Dubai. My mother and I arrived in Jammu at around 7:30 in the evening. She immediately told me to get ready as we were going to meet our cousins for dinner. After a quick shower, I donned a purple dress and stepped out. But then, something unusual happened. My mom screamed from the other room, "Sashu, why did you turn off the lights in the bedroom?" Confused, I responded, "But I was in the bath. How could I turn off the lights?" I brushed it off as nothing, but my mom's irritation made me go outside to turn on the lights using the generator at the back of the house. I quickly switched the lights back on, and we left for dinner. By the time we returned, I had changed into my nightwear and settled into an old, dusty bedroom. I was exhausted from the journey and soon fell asleep. But then, sometime after midnight, something woke me up. I heard the distinct sound of ghungroos, the rhythmic clinking of bells, the kind that dancers wear on their ankles. The sound was faint at first, but it grew louder, closer, as if someone was walking around in the room. I turned around and tried to ignore it, but the clinking didn't stop. It was followed by a humming, a soft, eerie tune, one that sent chills down my spine. I tried to brush it off, but then something terrifying happened. I saw her, my Nani. She stood there, her face glowing faintly in the dark, smiling at me with a grin that stretched from ear to ear. The ghungroos on her ankles jingled softly, matching the haunting tune. I froze under the covers, my heart pounding. I squeezed my eyes shut, hoping it was a nightmare, but when I opened them, she was still there, smiling. I pulled the covers over my head and tried to sleep, but the sound of ghungroos continued to haunt me. Eventually, I fell back into a restless sleep. The next morning, everything felt normal again. My mom was in the kitchen brewing tea, and my cousins sat at the table spreading jam on bread. I joined them, trying to shake off the strange feeling that lingered in my mind. That's when I asked, "Where is Nani?" Everyone went silent. They exchanged confused glances before my mom rushed over, concern etched on her face. "Sashu, are you okay? Do you have a fever or something?" My mother's voice trembled as she explained, "Nani passed away years ago. She was a Catholic dancer, and those ghungroos you heard, that's how she used to practice. Your uncle's wedding, we all heard the ghungroos and saw her reflection in the glass. It's happened before. You're not the first to see her. People here, they experience things like that. Even Pushpa Auntie next door saw her husband's ghost years after his death." I couldn't believe it. How could I have seen something that no one else had? My thoughts raced as I asked, "But Mom, who's in the room with me?" She sighed. "It happens a lot here in this village. You're one of the few who've seen it. No one else has." I never saw Nani again, but every time I visit Jammu and sleep in that old bedroom, I hear it. The soft hum and the clinking of ghungroos, faint but unmistakable. It's as if she's still there, watching, smiling, dancing in the shadows.
And so, I never stayed in that room again, but I could never escape the sound of the ghungroos. It's as if they're calling me, waiting for me to return. But I wonder, will the next time I hear them, will I see her again?